Lucas was a driven individual who had always been dedicated to succeeding in all aspects of his life. But as time went on, he found himself struggling to keep up with his competition, both in his career and personal relationships. He knew something was off, but didn't realize it was his testosterone levels until he did some research. Determined to take control of his life, he began implementing lifestyle changes that would naturally boost his testosterone levels. He started with his diet, focusing on consuming foods that were high in nutrients like zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. He also began a strength training routine, which helped him build muscle and lose body fat, both of which have been shown to increase testosterone levels. Additionally, he prioritized sleep and made sure to get a full 8 hours each night, knowing that lack of sleep could negatively impact his hormones. He also took steps to manage his stress levels, which can lower testosterone levels. As he made these changes, Lucas began to feel a shift. His energy levels increased, and he felt more motivated and focused than he had in years. He found it easier to connect with others and form meaningful relationships, and he even started excelling in his career again. Looking back on his journey, Lucas realized that he didn't need hormone replacement therapy to turn his life around. Instead, he took matters into his own hands and made the necessary lifestyle changes to naturally boost his testosterone levels. It was a process that took time and dedication, but the results were worth it. Lucas felt like himself again and was finally able to live the life he had always wanted. Your testosterone levels are lower than any other male in your entire bloodline, and it's embarrassing. The reality is that every man can significantly increase their testosterone levels, but most choose not to. Unfortunately, in the modern world, low testosterone has become the norm, with men now having only 1/5 of the testosterone levels their ancestors had. Despite this, many men accept the standards set by doctors and society and believe their testosterone levels are adequate. However, it's pathetic to accept these standards when the modern world is creating weaker men. As a man, your testosterone directly affects your masculinity and quality of life, including your energy, ambition, muscle mass, bone density, and life force. Therefore, every man should want to increase their testosterone levels as much as possible naturally. In this video, we will discuss 5 ways to naturally increase your testosterone levels. The first way to increase your testosterone levels naturally is to avoid consuming poison. Your diet directly affects your testosterone levels, and consuming poison can lower them significantly. For instance, tap water contains various chemicals, including the birth control hormone, which many women use. The urine from women who use contraceptives gets filtered into the tap water, and although the estrogenic hormones do not get filtered out, they remain in the tap water. As a result, drinking tap water means you are directly consuming the female hormone, which can decrease your testosterone levels. To avoid this, you can either install a water filter in your house or buy bottled water. Avoid harmful substances like processed foods and excessive soy consumption, which can inhibit testosterone production. It may seem unbelievable to some, but the power of the mind can actually increase testosterone levels. The placebo effect is evidence of this, as simply thinking certain thoughts can stimulate sexual desire. Unfortunately, many people have weak mindsets that hinder their ability to produce testosterone. To overcome this, we must convince ourselves that we face the same challenges as our ancestors, who lived in times of competition and danger. Self-hypnosis can be a powerful tool to achieve this, even if it may sound unconventional to those who don't understand the mind's potential. Research has shown that winning competitions leads to a direct increase in testosterone levels, while losing has the opposite effect. While lifting weights can help, it is not the only way to maximize testosterone levels. Our ancestors hunted, fought, and competed in various ways, and we must train our bodies accordingly. Sprinting, climbing, and dominating others are all important activities that can help increase testosterone levels. Unfortunately, many people prefer to stay in their comfort zone, whether that's playing video games or just going to the gym. However, it's important to remember that our great-grandfathers were often twice the men we are, even without ever going to the gym to lift or work out. They had a firmer grip and higher testosterone levels compared to you because your ancestors faced greater challenges than we do today. Our current comfortable lifestyle has a negative impact on testosterone production in men. To increase testosterone, you need to seek discomfort, face competition, confront fears, and ultimately win. Don't settle for merely participating or being defeated. Studies have found that winning and competition lead to higher testosterone production. Additionally, getting enough quality sleep is crucial as peak testosterone levels occur during sleep. Unfortunately, most men don't face enough discomfort nor get enough rest, leading to decreased testosterone levels. Inadequate sleep, such as getting only 5 hours of sleep, can lower testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. To counter this, you need at least 8 hours of quality sleep to optimize testosterone levels. Keep in mind that the quality of sleep is just as important as the amount of sleep you get, as poor sleep quality will leave you feeling tired even after 8 hours of sleep. Studies indicate that REM sleep, the phase of deep restorative sleep that occurs mostly late in the nightly sleep cycle, is when the highest levels of testosterone are produced. If we look back at our ancestors, they simply slept when the night fell and woke up with the sunrise. They didn't have artificial lights and entertainment blasting before bed, and there were no alarm clocks disturbing their rest. Despite having less knowledge about sleeping and testosterone than we do, they performed better in both areas. I recommend that every man sets a consistent bedtime instead of a wake-up time. This can be challenging for some due to work or school schedules, but it's best to allow yourself to wake up naturally while consistently going to bed around the same time. Depending on how active your day was, you may need more sleep on some days. When you forcefully wake yourself up, you're depriving yourself of full recovery. Being consistent with your sleep times helps maintain your body's internal clock and improves the quality of your rest. It's also important to reduce screen time before bed and turn off bright lights. Most cell phones have an option to turn the screen warm, which is recommended to be set up automatically 3 hours before bed, and to put all screens away 1 hour before bed. In that hour before bed, it's best to unwind and take some time to empty your mind before going to bed. It may seem difficult at first because you may be addicted to your phone, but once you get used to it, you'll quickly notice how it can massively improve your sleep quality. Finally, it is optimal to sleep in a cool, dark environment to improve recovery. There are more tips I could offer on improving recovery, but with these basics, you can already drastically improve your sleep quality and testosterone. Number 5 is the power of the sun. There is tremendous energy in the sun, and humans have the ability to absorb it. Research has shown that getting sunlight in the morning will increase your daytime focus, immune function, and give you better sleep at night. The more daylight exposure you can get, the better your body will produce melatonin when it's time to sleep. Sunlight on your skin will also increase your total testosterone. Even if you live in a cold environment, there are no excuses for not getting sunlight. Everyone should be able to at least go for a walk to get some daylight. If you want to combine exercise and sunlight, you could go for sprints during the day or train in a park. Out of all the points we've discussed, getting daylight is the easiest thing to do, yet many guys miss out on it regularly. If you have dark skin, you need about 6 times more sun exposure than light-skinned people to get enough vitamin D, so consider taking a vitamin D supplement along with daily sunlight.